Hello, replay viewer. Thank you for connecting. I am Ami, broadcasting from Far East Japan. I have humid, cloudy Monday here in Far East Japan. Actually, a northern part of the main island of Japan, Honshu, having an earthquake. It's pretty big ones, as in magnitude 5 or so. It's pretty popular in this country, but shaking since late last night, early this morning, many times. So it's kind of strange weather, like so humid and earthquake is coming. It's like feeling of earth is so uncomfortable. Mother Earth is kind of moody around here in Far East. So that's what I am with, and it's kind of sticky, humid, and I would like to get some air here, so maybe a little bit power air here too. Alright, so this is Monday, as usual. Reminder of personal power to think better, feel better, being better for conscious creation, for conscious participant. And we are enough, actually. We are enough, and we grow until we die. So changing constantly. And of course, we like to have more, better, better experience, better things, better than previous, So that's what the human nature and needs. So that to enough but to better means to depressing the energy to more aligning with what we are in our heart and the world around us. So that is the work, part of conscious living participant, to create and notice it and change it for bettering, refining. And then one of the things that paradoxic element that I noted is that we also are changing target. Everything is changing, that we are also changing target because evolving. So sometimes it's that what we wanted to have in years ago when we were a child, and then not so much nowadays as this now as an adult, or something remaining the same, the core essence, but the way we would like to experience might be different because we may have more experience, so that we may have more idea specifically. So precisely we know about particular thing, so maybe just blank open and want to explore something better. That's also the case. So our needs is also changing, but the core essence remaining the same. So that's the thing that we are changing. And then some says like we're not going to change, never going to change. That's the core essence. It's unique to each one of us. Then but as the thing grow on earth, so as we evolve, grow, so change, ideally more fulfilling, aligning to joy, happy, loving, exciting, positive aspect, fulfilling with that energy. So it comes down to reminding something, because we are enough. And to revise is like noticing what could be changeable, adjustable, refinable, for more deepening alignment, maintaining alignment, resonating to more fulfilling, harmony, coherence, whatever you call it. It's the reminder. That's what I take as an self-bettering, self-work, self-help, empowering method or exercise. Yeah, so I would like you to believe in yourself because you're enough, but we all want to grow and to being open to the new ideas, so then we can scan what we are and our belief system based on each of our unique experience, and opportunity to get to learn more about ourselves, yourself, by learning some other thing, right? And then if there isn't a better idea resonating to perhaps its more ideal outcome, then we may want to adjust it, adapt it, adjust it. So that's what the idea of reminding and then learning about the healthy way of thinking and then also unhealthy way. So then we can use our personal power to choose only a 5% consciousness. The rest of 95% is subconscious, unconscious, autopilot. So I was wondering about how convenient to have this autopilot. Just think about that. When you have a smartphone, for example, and factory default setting, that's the 0, right? And then we use it and downloading new apps and then to customizing all the features to function and support our life better using this device, right? And then just imagine every morning our cell phone back into a factory default setting as not learning anything, not operating anything based on that. And then we get to start with the setting every morning, right? The time, location, name, apps, password. Can you visualize that? So learning and semi-auto operation, downloading, background, and all these system is really helping us to do something really want to do this day, not yesterday, but this day. So that's what the autopilot is. But can you imagine that if we want to change something, the pattern, the daily routine, and to adjust doing something new, and then maybe it gives us a challenge, let's say like all the apps and the network is connected. When we want to stop using that and then change to something new, and then we really need to discipline, not allow the system to take over, right? Consciously choosing, no, not this, not this, not this. That's what the conscious choice that we like to make when we really want to change from the previous ongoing and initiate something. So become choosy what would be helping to make the new pattern as a new discipline. We really want to choose and redirect until the newness is becoming part of our new cycle, and then helping more ideal performance, more fulfilling experience that to come to our life. So what was I talking about? Yes, the consciousness and subconscious operation. And sometimes it's that our body, physical body, remembering the routine. It's when you go up and then go into the bathroom and the morning pee and then go this and looking for the switch and all that. You don't need to think about it, but your body just know where to, eat and stuff. And then when you go somewhere, For example, like a new place to live or vacation place, and then you woke up and then just like have no idea. The body needs to, get familiar with the new environment. So that's a kind of conscious, how our body is automatically doing the things that we are totally familiar with. That's subconscious operation. Subconscious. Or like a habit, as in if a smoker, it's a cigarette, nicotine, a caffeine, they are pretty deeply rooted in our system. It's amazing. I'm also used to smoke and quit it over a decade ago, but I was amazed at how deeply that choice was in the autopilot. So this is the reminder. So reminding until it becomes a natural way of thinking. This is about the mind and body makeover card. Yeah, the information using here is provided by Dr. Mona Lisa, who is a neuropsychiatrist and medical intuitive. I've been using her information over a decade. And one of the reliable information that I use, she's a physician, and neuropsychiatry is her PhD profession. So studying about the brain and then also body effect, reflected symptom, and then also psychics as in read the energy. So it's a science and energy Eastern both combined together, and this is about the 7 energy center of our body, which is the 7th chakra related to physical body organs, and also the way we think, the mind, feel. So we are all connected, like a whole person. We are not only our body, we are not only our psyche, we are just a whole person. And so one part is unhealthy thinking, non-physical part, and the physically that reflected to that. So learning about our system, human being, scientific point of view as a biology and physical, psychological, both side, and the relationship, and educate ourselves, and then that will help to learn our human system, your human system, and operation. There is no owner manual for this function, so it's like learning about self, and then also humanness is a helpful tool to learn and make it better, right? So this is a reliable information. It's very important to have a reliable information, checking that many strange information is out there. That's our power to filter in it and choosing it. Okay, so here is the reminder for this week. Tap the card I picked. Reminder for all of us this week is healthy relationship. Healthy relationship. The 7th energy center, color purple. Crown chakra, which is about consciousness, divine, cosmic energy, life purpose. That's what the energy center, and in conjunction with the relationship, is one of the important aspects of our life living. And any kind of relationship. So unhealthy thought is, I'm meant to be alone. Relationships usually end traumatically for me. I am meant to be alone. Relationship usually end traumatically for me. That's unhealthy thought, though. The healthy thought is, I lovingly release disappointment in old relationships so I can give birth to new ones. I lovingly release disappointment in old relationships so I can give birth to new ones. That's a good reminder to start the week. So let's check what Dr. Madanisa needs to add on this healing, healthy relationships. Healthy relationships. Seventh energy center, healthy relationships. 66. Okay. So here we go. Some people who have experienced trauma tend to avoid relationships in general. However, we all need to have relationships. Being a lone wolf isn't good for our health. In response to a series of bad relationships, if we become a relationship anorexic, then we are at increased risk of developing depression, heart disease, and immune system dysfunction. A healthy response to trauma in a relationship is to learn how to release the pain and disappointment through forgiveness so that we can create new and healthier partnerships. So that's interesting reminder that healthy response to trauma is in a relationship is to learn how to release the pain. Learn how to release the pain and disappointment through forgiveness. Disappointment is expectation didn't meet the way that we thought it would be. So we need to adjust that expectation. Yeah. By forgiveness, learning forgiveness, forgiving through forgiveness, so that we can create new and healthier partnership. So forgiveness is sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's very challenging, and but at the end of the day, unable to forgive is to put in own hand on own neck. To release it, you've got to forgive yourself. Forgiving the way that we felt disappointed. Forgiving the way that we felt hurt. So learning about that. And here is the good mantra that I learned years ago from Hawaiian mantra. The 4 sentences. The first one, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So repeating this 4 sentences: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. This is healing self, loving self, forgiving self, and thanking self. And then what the last one? I love you. I'm sorry for self. The way we feel about self. Please forgive me. Asking for forgiveness for self first. The way that we felt about self. And then feeling grateful for giving ourselves permission to love, forgive, and feel sorry about what came to our awareness. And the relationship is with other person. That's what we need as a human species. And to connect and always bring in something. There is no problem world in this perfect world on earth. There is an always problem is in the package. So maybe in Disneyland there's no problem, that's the Disneyland. But the real life on earth as a human being, there it's initiated in the package. So perhaps that's a surprising problem is in the package. Oh, okay, here is the problem. But there is there. So admitting that and take it as an ingredients that we can use for better taste, knowing that bitter taste problem is in the ingredients, but make it as an essence or accent to totally find to bring it better outcome from there. That's a skills in learning about that. So there is an out problem sensation gives us a pain to heart or mind or physical pain. Perhaps that's worse. But and then what else could this mean? It's always recalling own power, not becoming a victim, but recalling own power and ownership of our choice by asking what else could this mean, and then maybe to empowering that problem into that supportive energy. Hi, Mel. To use it for the better in. And happy Monday. Is always needed in the relationship. That doesn't mean that we need to stay in the relationship if we feel it's unhealthy, but still we can deal with that energy called problem and becoming a staying as in a trauma, and then learning to forgive and release. That's such an important message. Today's reminder is healthy relationship, and crown chakra. I lovingly release disappointment in old relationships so I can give birth to new ones. Unhealthy thought is I'm meant to be alone. Relationships usually end traumatically for me. Again, the Dr. Mona Lisa's addition to this mindset is that to learning how to deal with trauma is to forgiving And that forgiveness is starting to heal ourselves, forgiving ourselves by feeling that way that we felt. And the 4 sentences, the mantra, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. This 4 sentence Hawaiian mantra would heal, starting with self and then related. Even if we are unable to completely forgiving that person or part of ourselves, yet at this point, the willingness and to chant this mantra actually would help. The first time I learned that mantra from my psychic sister, I had no idea what this simple sentence would do to heal this complex emotion towards particular issue that I needed to deal with. And then digesting each word, I love you, loving self first. I'm sorry for the way I feel. And then please forgive, asking for forgiveness the way that I feel. And then thank you. Thanking for self. So giving ourselves permission to this 4 sentence, receiving it, and then giving to others again to transform the relationship the way that we were in the relationship to that particular person. Then that particular person or people give us the lessons to learn how we can forgive ourselves. If there is nothing here, and then nothing's gonna happen, so thanking that. But if we feel that, oh, we got the lessons, and then no need to stay there perhaps. So just thanking it, and then move on to the new ones. Thank you for joining, Mel. It's really here. Thank you for the heart. It's really humid here and having earthquake, so the earth is kind of moody over the weekend, and then still reflecting that moody energy here in Far East. The location that I'm near is okay, but northern side of the island is shaky. So would you like to get the reminder for this week, Mel, perhaps? This week is my last week for being 56. I'm going to become 57 this weekend, Saturday. Actually, that's a meaningful age for me, that my father died in the age that I'm going to into. Yes, Saturday, I'll be in the park waiting for my birthday to come. Probably rain. I wonder that when I was a child, I was living in Japan and throwing a birthday party like in the elementary school, and always raining most of the birthday party day. So staying home, even to plan to have fun at the backyard, to play with my friends come over. Daughter birthday this month too. Cancerian or Gemini. And then it's yeah, that's how I associate it with my birthday party with the kids come over. Cancer. And then I moved to California. Actually, it's longer living there. It's a beautiful, the flower called jacaranda. It's a tree with the purple flowers all over the street. It's beautiful. Gemini, I see. Okay, the card. What's the number for this week? This week. It's so humid and wet. It's like humidity is about 78%. It's pretty high. Good for skin though, but not for everything else. 4? Alright, 4 for Mel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is the reminder for this week, Mel. The card you picked is Healthy Goal. Healthy Goal. It's a 6th energy center, the third eye, color indigo. It's about intuition, intellect, perceptions. That's what the energy center. And unhealthy thought first, and then the healthy thought. Yeah. Things should be different. Life is unfair. That's unhealthy thought. This popping up recently for collective or for someone. I kind of have a sense that I now observe my life from a broad, objective perspective, so I can give birth to a healthier relationship and career situation. So, okay, so let me go scan your energy. Basically, it's pretty much about the similar energy that I'm getting from the last week, last time that I connected your energy. The one thing that I feel that quite in a new way you may be experimenting to balancing your healthy ego, sense of self, with a feminine balance in that area. That's what I feel. And I feel the other partner, co-creator perhaps, is in the picture, and yeah, it's continuous process being logical, practical, order, and then I like the way that you're balancing it, and I feel it's going to be more grounding when you stay on the course that you chose to be participating. So I'm sending healing to find and build the right action on the way that you are creating for reaching the goal. Thank you for aligning. Healthy goals. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to be part of that. It's good to connect in periodically, so then you can find where you are and how you are doing energetically, just reflecting as on a mirroring. Yay, thank you. So, oh, by the way, reflecting that last week's full moon, that was a pretty powerful. That I was encouraged to be active, which I chose to be active. And first half of the week was reflecting the moon energy, the fullness, and I've been so active about taking action. And then second half was like relax and to take care of the needs, and then not much. So that this week I'm quite sure that probably sit in, get clarity one more time, and deepening that to get grounded for a little bit of midterm, long term, like goal setting. It's a good card that Mel you picked the goal. Yeah, especially through the birthday exercise, we set that goal as a birthday gift, and then it's coming for me. It's the weekend, so maybe it's good to shoot for a little longer term, knowing that it's already coming. So that's what I feel. And this week's all of our reminder is healthy relationship. Healthy relationship. Knowing I lovingly release disappointment in all the relationships so I can give birth to a new one. When we connect into the old energy or the person who were in any kind of relationship, friendship, partnership, co-worker, that you had a sour experience in the past, and maybe they are whispering in intuitive way that you are connecting telepathically. We connect all the time. So and then you feel like overwhelmed, pull back into the past, or old memory just popping up and really bothers to create new one. And then forgiving self first. And this mantra, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And just to say it 2 times. The first sentence is for self and then for others. And breathe in and out. Then they do it many times once it comes up. That really cut the code telepathically and sent love anyway, no matter what. Unable to forgive completely, but that's fine. Forgiving, willing, and then sending love unconditionally. That was past, and I wish for your best, and I love you, but not continuing because I'm choosing to align new self, new chosen outcome, new reality. But thank you. Learn the lesson. I send the good wishes to your very best outcome and truly appreciate the lessons bringing deeply matter to my life. And most of these people still haunting is one of the soul family, not the connecting way, but not the soulmate-ish, but a very close sort of. Who wants to take that role to really get in like unhappy review being in a relationship? Oh, most of us want to be felt as a nice person. I mean, that's human nature, I think. So taking that role, we can give that meaning also. What else could that mean? It's like, yeah, maybe they are the soul brave enough to get that, wicked witch role to get the lessons for evolving our soul. So from that soul perspective, if you're open to that, that could be a good scenario to make sense. Whatever that makes sense to you for your better in, with non-hurting the world around, then that's acceptable. So be creative about. I think using your creativity to create that scenario, maybe writing the book or story would be a one way to share. But that's a very useful way to use our creativity to empowering without hurting the people or the person around us. So, well, thank you for. It's already late today. So, before closing here, let us connect our energy as one energy by breathing deeply from nose and exhaling. I think I'd like to set the mantra. Thank you, Mel, for sharing your presence Let us say the mantra, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And breathe in and then saying it, and then do it and saying it to close in here. So the first for ourselves, breathe in and exhaling with I love you. Oh, let's say I love you, and then breathe in and exhale. Ready? I love you. Breathe in and exhale. I'm sorry. And exhale. Please forgive me. Thank you. And then if you have someone you want to forgive, now bring it into your hand here. And then do this mantra together. I love you. Breathe in. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Did you bring your actual person? I actually brought the actual person here, and then seems like it's not so connecting still. So I would like to bring some healing to that, and appreciate if you connect your energy and bring in some healing to you and share with co-creating energy of oneness, so then I can receive your healing energy to heal this process of forgiveness. So let's join the energy by synchronizing our breath, just reminding ourselves that we are all connected under one sky. So let us breathe in from the nose now. 2, 3, and connect as one. Thank you for sharing your heart and presence, Mel. You have a wonderful evening. And I see you when I see you. I'm excited to do some energy, the wellness wisdom Wednesday on Wednesday. Thank you. Look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye.